Is you ready?
Is he? I don't fucking know. Right, everyone, hello and welcome to the Clobcast, a podcast featuring yours truly, Ryan, Aaron, say hello,
Hey.
and Ewan.
Aye.
Oh, okay. So, obviously this is going to be fucking weird as hell, since this is the first one we're doing, but I think it'll be pretty fun. So, what should we talk about? I mean, we've got a few things to talk about, don't we?
I think
That's
you can
correct,
by.
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, right, so, yeah.
1 minute, let me get some music going on.
Oh, okay.
grooving.
But don't get grooving, don't get grooving.
God, hell no.
Okay, so we'll do some chill cafe.
To talk about, damn.
If you were gonna
Ah,
I mean,
shut
my
the fuck
college.
up, Mike's.
Oh yeah.
Talk about my college interview.
Starting the podcast at the end of the year basically gives us a whole year worth to work as from like the start of the
From March
year
to
the
now.
end of the year. Oh
Yeah.
God.
We should talk about our experiences with the certain virus. Let's start with that before we go into Ewan's story about.
The virus we shall not name.
We'll start with that.
Sorry, we'll give it a nickname. We'll just call it the Vid.
We'll
right.
call it vid.
The Vid.
Big Vid.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So let's start with that first. So we got let out of school back in March, like middle of March, right? Yeah. It was like the 20-something.
Wait, was that like when we get? Right.
Yeah. So that happened, and that was pretty garbage. But
See, to be honest, I wasn't really bothered because, hey, that's a longer summer.
I know.
yeah, I know.
I wasn't completely gutted, but it was unexpected.
I
I
mean,
do feel bad for everyone in the school that was like, oh, yeah, can't wait for last day, woohoo! Say bye to everyone that's leaving. Nah, to be honest, I do feel bad for Kara because she did cry when Aaron left. I do feel.
yeah.
She was crying when you left. I was like, oh damn.
I know.
But-
I was there.
Because Aaron,
Oh,
you're
you
the
were
fucking,
there, oh.
Aaron, you're like the fucking life of the party when you still went to school. Cause
Oh yeah, school's dead. School's
It
dead.
sounds dead from what I've
Yeah,
heard.
it just is dead.
yeah, like I feel like the only people there who are really keeping it together right now are like Raph, you, and the others. Like
Oh God.
he's like, I mean, he's just the same as he was like back in March. Nothing's really changed about him. I mean, you saw him back in July, so.
Unfazed.
Oh, we need to talk about that as well. Damn.
Right,
Huh?
let's just talk about our experiences right now before we get on to Ewan's college application.
Yeah, that's probably yeah.
So
The ending.
for me, it was like a huge weight off my shoulders because I was like hanging on by like a thread. I was probably gonna fail that French exam, and like everything other than that was still pretty garbage. So I'm kind of happy that we got out like a week before they started.
To be honest.
But then it was
same.
like the fucking loneliness after that was so bad.
See, I
Oh
wasn't,
yeah.
like, see, I was like, I wasn't house. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say housebound, but I don't know if that's the right word to use. I was stuck in my house for 2 months straight, like everyone else, right?
Yeah.
But then, the one day I go out for a walk, I see Rachel. And I'm like,
Oh.
alright, I'll go talk to Rachel. I've not talked to her in ages. Go and talk to her, and then we end up going a walk up the quarry at Crooks.
That's very nice.
And then we're just like, oh, because it's like it got reopened during the lockdown. Like it got started getting worked on again.
Oh.
So we just went up. How did we look in? We got caught, but we like ran towards the lily.
You got caught.
And then-
They were like,
and that's-
ah, you fucking assholes, you're teenagers, you're not workers.
Yeah, I know. I know, but it was like we were on top of the cliff and we were just looking down to see what it was like. It was
Uh-huh.
mad, no, because we've not seen empty in it.
Yeah.
And it was after that. It was just me and Rachel, for like months. Months, like a few months. We always went swimming. We went up to the lolly to go for a swim,
Oh yeah, I remember you
Right.
guys invited me. I couldn't go though. My mum
Yeah.
got really mad.
and then we went I know that was something completely different. That was
Uh-huh.
this was before I started.
This is before everything.
Yeah, this is before I started talking to everyone again. Yeah, that happened, and then we went bikes. We went and got bikes, and then we cycled everywhere.
Oh,
I think I lost at least
yeah.
a stone from just cycling.
See, I don't really. I pretty
have,
much done nothing during lockdown. I went out a few times with people, but other than that, I was just in my own house playing Destiny.
Honest to God, I have a particular experience with biking too because over the lockdown, I think it was like wasn't really. It was probably around like halfway through. Monko, like I was.
Oh, is this the Mongoose?
No, it's I mentioned that it was like a really like weakened version of lockdown, and we had to go up to like in my family every Sunday. I go up to my grand's for like family dinner, which and it depends on because you guys have met my Uncle Stuart before. It's like bald ginger beard, paintball.
The stew.
Yeah, big Stuart. Basically, I'm pretty sure I brought it up. Like it's been really boring just sitting at my desk. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just like, no, no, it wasn't him who brought it up. It was my gran who snitched. Oh yes, my gran snitched, saying that he has a mountain bike either in his shed or in his attic, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that bike.
Yeah.
And it's like as soon as she said expensive mountain bike that he never uses, that just flipped the switch on in my brain.
That got the dopamine going. That got that was just like a dopamine factory.
That sounds like a drug.
I mean, it technically is a drug. It produces like the joy chemicals in your brain.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I called him up one day and I'm like, "You find a bike for me?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that one that I never use." And it's like, so I had to wait like I think it was around 2 weeks because I think my Uncle Stuart works with like a construction company and he's probably been working for a construction company for a long time because I think he was working with it's Bam Nuttall, like big major like construction company that you see everywhere. He was working for Bam Nuttall at the same time as my grandfather, Papa.
No.
Yeah, which is kind of. I also asked like I also like got like I got some like alone time with my father, like not father, grandfather. When we were in the car, like driving over to Coatbridge, and I'm like, my Uncle Stuart's been in this company for a long time, so why is he still in the same position? And he's like, he just likes doing the physical activities. Because if he got a promotion, if he accepted the promotion, he would probably just be office bound. And I don't think he works like that. Basically,
Yeah, very practical guy.
when I found out that he was going to give me the bike, it was just go up and get the bike, and then I like, okay, it's just gonna be a bike. And I got up there, and
it was like discovering the Ark of the Covenant.
No,
Was
it
that the
was a
Canberra?
bike. No,
It's the Canberra one.
it was a bike. It was like I was expecting like some kind of like low grade bike, but it was expensive bike. It was like
how much was it exactly?
I don't know, but he got it on sale, but it was probably around the £700 bike.
Yeah.
Which is really
Woo!
expensive.
God damn.
It just has it lying around.
Yeah.
Honest to
Fair.
God. Basically, so basically once I like collected the bike, which I probably like, basically I got on the bike and he just gave me this look and he just turned over to his girlfriend who he actually got just before COVID, and I think that's substantially lucky.
That's quite lucky, yeah.
It's
Basically,
around
like,
£500 range.
It's
Oh,
funny.
yeah, damn.
Basically, I hop on the bike, and he looks over to his girlfriend, and then looks at me, and he just looks disgusted.
He's like, oh,
he
this
just
fucking kid.
He just says, I think he like something along the lines of, the seat was on the highest setting for like height. You know, he just
And like
watched
you
me
sat
get
in it
hurt.
really comfortably.
Believe this or not, there was a time where he was taller than me. Big whoop.
Wow.
What?
Well, I mean, there was a
Basically-
time where everyone was taller than you, Aaron, and then that time passed.
I know, but basically because it was, I think I like passed his height in around third year. That was that was actually the time where I passed everyone in my family's height.
Yeah.
Just everyone in high school.
Honest to
You,
God.
no, that's right. You were the tallest in school for like.
A while, and then that guy who came in, he was like, remember in
Jack.
third year? Yeah, that really tall guy in the year below us. That was insane.
Uh-huh. God, I would really like. Kind of feel bad for him because he's really tall, but he's on the skinny side.
Yeah, he's like a stick.
It pains me to see people like that who have they're really tall, but they have no body mass.
Yeah,
And then that's where like Lee Murdoch comes in. I think he is. where
he
he's
is.
just, like,
He was
he's a perfect balance.
I wouldn't say he was a perfect balance.
Oh no, he was, but he was
Yeah.
just a fucking brute.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think Emma's told us his experience, like her.
Yeah, her experience with him in
it's
first year.
horrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And he hangs out with that particular group that we shall not name.
Oh my god, do you remember when he got the tattoo of his name and his name and his birth date and like Chinese writing in fourth year?
Oh,
And then what was his name? Oh, what's that ginger guy called?
Oh, Callum Watson got GRs in his arm.
Yeah, and it was really bad.
No.
It was like a stick figure.
that actually looked kind of nice. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
Callum's look nice. I've not seen Lee's though.
I haven't seen Lee's
Ah.
either. His was always hidden because he wore like that jacket. I think it was on his
Callum's
wrist though.
nice, 'cause I was in his math class, yeah.
I,
I was in his-
no,
I was in Callum's math class and he showed me the day
God.
after he got.
I was sitting next to the guy in PE, and like I couldn't tell what it was. All I could just tell was it was just a massive patch of grey and black on like his
Yeah.
forearm.
I think the first time that I seen it was in PE, and I think he was just outright showing it off in the locker, and I'm like, whoa. And it's fucking huge, by the way. It
No,
takes
I
up
know.
like his entire forearm.
I know it is
look-
insanely massive.
It might look like some kind of grey blur from a distance, but when you actually see it close up, it's actually really detailed.
I also
and
saw that-
someone's put some effort into it.
I also saw that Catherine got a tattoo when she came in, like
Catherine?
at the beginning of fifth year.
Right. So I'm not gonna get into detail on how like when the whole like situation happened with like my friend group with Catherine. That's none. That's in the past. That's over, right?
Irrelevant.
I won't say I don't like her as a person, right? But I will admit her tattoo is nice. People may think different, right? But her tattoo is actually good looking, even though
What
it
is
is.
it?
I think it's rose. I think it's a rose. But it's a rose bush up her arms, I believe.
Yeah, I think
What's
I
your
knew it
name?
was flowers.
It is, and 100% is flowers, but I don't know what it is. But I'm not gonna lie, it does look okay.
Mhm.
Okay and good at the same time.
Right.
When it comes to like tattoos, I'm probably gonna get some in the future because I really like tattoos, and I think that comes from my mother.
I think
My mother is fucking covered in tattoos.
this is a good time, right, where we can move on past personal experience, and I think a good segue from that is tattoos, because I was thinking about that there. If you were to get a tattoo, what would you get?
Probably definitely something like military based.
Yeah.
Either
Oh,
military or like,
See, you need to watch for that kind of stuff though, because like
oh no, don't worry.
one thing
it'd
can
probably be
offend
like,
someone so much.
who's it going to offend? I mean, like,
I don't think it would
Oh,
really
like,
offend anyone.
See, no, but like, see for example, like, you got like an SAS badge, like the insignia on your arm, right? If someone in the SAS seen that, they'll probably they'll take offense to that. Although they might be nice and they'll say, "Oh, that's nice," but they might take offense to it.
I don't see why they would
You just need
take
to watch
offense
them,
to it.
that's-
It shows
No.
that you support them, isn't it?
no, they'd be offended if you're posing as an SAS.
Yeah.
member. If you're posing as an SAS member,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like
bye.
I feel like you can get something military related without having to be a member of the military, obviously. Say like you got something like, I don't know, like a crest of like a branch, and then it was like you're showing your support.
Yeah, like an
But-
insignia.
Yeah, but like straight up faking it and then saying, "Oh, I was in this so and so branch. Here I am, a real soldier." You're obviously gonna get called out for your bullshit.
I love watching videos of that, like people getting called
Oh,
out
what,
and like
fake
doing, like,
valor.
fake service. Yeah, fake valor.
Mm.
I hate that.
Horrible people.
Right. So, Ewan, what would you get as a tattoo then?
What would that get a tattoo?
Yeah.
Damn. Let's see. I don't actually know. Well, actually, no. Yeah, but yeah. So, I dread the day that it comes. But when my mum or my grand dies or my dad dies, right? I want to be there when it happens. So I
Obviously.
know- yeah, obviously, right. But
So
I
do
want
them,
to-
probably.
I want to get their like heartbeat or like that, like you know how in a heartbeat monitor,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It shows you like the
Uh-huh.
it's like the zigzags. I want to get a heart rate tattooed on my arm. I know it sounds weird.
I
Oh,
think that
yeah.
sounds weird.
That's
thought-
really popular.
You know what
Oh,
I
I-
would probably do?
Like,
Say like my
actually,
my
on my torso.
say like my gran like one of my what like say my like my mum and my dad or like my granddad or my grandmother died.
Yeah.
I'd probably like see if like they all passed away like around the same time. I would probably get like a whole like sleeve of like their heart rate wrapped around my wrist. So like say it like they flatlined and then it would wrap around my wrist and then it would continue. It's like a loop.
Oh, so you could have like, so basically you'd have like one on your wrist, and they could wrap all the way around your forearm, and you could have another one up like over at like your elbow or something. But I do know that like, the elbow is a price like is both a sensitive place to get a tattoo, and it's also like a risky area
Oh,
because
it's very hard to do as well because it like
Because-
cause it like it's like loose dry skin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get a tattoo on my elbows because I've got really ashy
Yeah,
elbows.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
See,
just
see,
wonder.
see for you, I'd probably say your bicep. I'd probably say get on your bicep.
Yeah, I'd probably get one on like a bicep, one on my wrist, maybe one at like the top of my forearm as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd also probably get like you know the bee from the Flower Boy album that goes over Tyler's face. I'd probably like get
Ooh.
that on like the back of my hand or something, and I would like
Like-
have it like coloured like it. I think that'd be kind of nice as well.
See
know.
Rachel Blair.
Oh,
You know how she's got tattoos, right?
Mhm.
I do admit the one in her hand is a bit okay. Okay then.
I've
like,
not
it's-
seen that one.
You know,
Okay.
it's a love part on her middle finger, like on like the base of her middle finger, so it's like above her knuckle.
all right.
I mean, she's got a love part on the middle finger, so it's like, oh,
See,
teacher, do you like my
doing
tattoo?
tattoos on fingers is also really difficult because then you need to reapply them like all the
Yeah.
time.
But see,
Nah, I think that's the palm. Palms
See-
are
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
sketchy for
yeah,
tattoos.
it's palm and the inner finger, yeah. But see,
Yeah.
see, Rachel's got another one on it's. I think it's a right. No, I think it's right or left foot. Right, it's at the back above her heel, and I don't know what it. I think it was a flower with dots going above it, and it was her mum that done it. It was stick and poke, and it actually looked really nice.
Oh,
Especially for a mum that's doing it, it's pretty good. It's a stick and poke.
Mm.
If I could get a picture, I would show you. I don't have a picture.
Sounds dead good.
It is actually nice. It's nice in person anyway.
Wait. So
Fair enough.
you and Rachel are both applying for college, right?
Yes. we went
Have
to
you
an
both?
interview
Have you
today
both
for-
done your interview? Did you both do your interview today?
Yeah, same time. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Right. So
We're do-
I think we
What?
should. we should talk about that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So, well, me and Rachel went to college today at like. Our interview was at 12. Well, no, our interview wasn't at 12. We had to be there for 12 to then. Right. First of all, I didn't read the email properly. Right.
Oh god.
The email said that we had to do written tests, right? And I didn't actually read that. Me and Rachel didn't read that, but aye. So then we went in. We're in a classroom. With like these other guys, right? They were like, right. I'll get something funny.
Oh god. I think I know what's about to happen.
I don't.
There was 3 guys, and Rachel was only the lassie there at the time.
Oh
Right.
god.
So me and Rachel are taking the same course. We've not planned that at all. It was just coincidental. But
That's lucky.
That is
Yeah, I
quite
know.
lucky, yeah.
but aye, we went in, and we thought we were like in a genuine class, like.
Oh
Like,
god.
we thought we were like in a classroom with like people that have actually took the course, and we're like, oh shit, what do we do here? And then they're like, so, you guys are here for an interview, applying for a course. Is that correct? I'm like, yeah, okay, yes it is, yeah. And then they start handing out pieces of paper. I'm like, okay. And then they hand out a booklet that says test 1. I'm like,
Oh no.
fuck.
Well then.
Oh, but I was like, oh shit, I didn't study it at all. I don't really know anything about it. So they gave us the first test, and then I opened it. I was like, wait a minute, this has nothing to do with cars. But I had like an image of an engine on it, right? I was like, but wait a minute, hold up. But then, do you know what the questions were?
Huh?
There were so many daft questions in it, right?
Oh
It
god.
was, if
Is this a nuclear reactor?
Yeah,
I know,
it's like the fucking examiner's like, wait, where's the ventricles of the heart? But then it's like a fucking engine on top of it.
I don't know, but it's like no, it wasn't even that. Oh, I wish it was that, but it wasn't that. It was like if 3 times 5
It's 15.
isn't no, if 3 times 5 isn't 20, then write down 8. If not, if it is not 8,
What?
write down 3. And I'm like, what?
What?
So I'm like,
Wait.
Oh,
Right.
so is this
yeah,
just
I
like
know,
mental
I know.
tests to like
Yeah,
see if
I
you're
know,
not
like,
stupid?
the whole
It's like
point.
an IQ test. What?
The whole point in it is to see how you do under pressure.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, wow, that's kind of smart. But the questions were a bit dumb. No, because they were like genuine questions, like that had an answer to them. But they ones didn't. They were just like to test to see if you would actually answer them. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh, I just put in the last thing that was on like the question. So I just put in 3. And then there was a second test, and it had like the same kind of daft questions in it. And then a third test had the same daft questions in it.
You'd think after the first one they'd probably get the idea.
Yeah, I know. But then
You'll never know.
see the second, see in the on the during the second test, these 2 people came in late. This
Uh-oh.
guy, it was a guy taking the course and a lassie taking the course, but the instructors didn't know that, right? They only thought it was the guy that was doing it, because the guy looked like he had special needs, right?
Like how you
They-
could just tell by looking,
they-
like,
yeah, I
he
know, like,
looked.
They thought the guy had special needs, and the lassie was was like his like supervisor or like carer, right?
Like his
Oh, 'cause
assistant.
the lassie looked like a mum, right? Which she probably was, because
Was she
people
an
do that.
older woman?
she looked older. I didn't talk to him.
Oh, okay. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if you just went up to her and said,
Yeah.
"Hey, is this like your kid who has special needs? Hi, I'm Ewan."
I know. I know, but I done that. The guy comes in and is like, I've only got 1 booklet here, and my sister doesn't have any. Is it right if I
Oh.
have one? I was like, oh, okay, sorry about that. We thought you had special needs. And I was like,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
listen.
No.
Oh.
Surely they must be able to like assess people. Like surely they must have some background knowledge before they do this.
no, I don't think they do.
Oh my
I
god.
think that's no point in the interview, but
I
I know.
mean-
They didn't have a Scooby. It was so funny.
Oh my
the,
god.
The room is so
Yeah.
quiet, and I was sitting there going,
No, like, dude, I know that like coming in late to something that important is really bad,
yeah.
but come on.
That is literally
just
so
say that-
ridiculous.
Just say that someone has special needs just because like, they
know.
come in late.
So no, you'll like come in like 5 minutes late, like in any class. Oh, sorry, I'm late. So I just had to go and get my card from the class. I was like, oh, it's okay, son. Go and sit next to the other kids. Your assistant will be by shortly. What assistant? Oh, I apologize.
Fuck.
I thought you. Oh shit!
Thought you were a bit stupid, innit?
I thought you were pretty fucking shifty, eh? You shifty. I thought you were mad stupid.
Aye. But, me and Rachel get sat next to each other, so it was like, oh, right, pretty easy. So, like, they started, to, obviously, because of, like, pandemic, and it's, like, the social distance.
6 feet.
It was, like, 6 feet, but then, like, they took the rows, like, they took row by row into, like, the interview room to have the interview, right? And on the email, it said the interview was to 30 to 2 hours long, right? Okay, so
It's like, what, they're gonna spend 2 hours asking you?
I know, right? But so they take this this foreign guy in, and Rachel, but like obviously in separate rooms. Then the foreign guy comes out, I go in, and then I sit down. Obviously, no, I stand in the fucking sink. No. No.
Well, I mean, it's okay. It's good detail.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, it's
I just
something
sit-
like.
Yeah, I just sit down with my SQA stuff, just sit on the table, and sit down. I kept saying in my head, "Come on, be confident, because like you guys know me, I don't like talking in front of people. Like, see, like even doing the podcast right now is a bit.
I'm sure. After a little while, you'll like. You'll kind of calm down.
I know.
See, that was the same for me when I started
But
streaming.
See, like during the interview, I felt like I was talking to someone that I could really trust. It's very weird.
Mhm.
I've never met this guy in my life. Never seen him. Never heard of him. His name is Gary. I don't even know his name. He's Gary something. It was so, I don't know, but he was so nice.
I feel like
sat
that's
down.
the best person to like have
I
in
know.
a sort of situation
Yeah.
like that.
I know.
That's
He offered me
what you're looking for.
he offered me a glass of water. It's like, oh yeah, I'll have one, thanks. Got it, drank it, yada yada.
You then wake
Then-
up.
I know.
and
but
you're
I-
like
but
in a
I think-
fucking basement.
I think the school contacted him before or something. I don't know, or he just genuinely wants to know how I feel, because he's like, okay, so this isn't part of the interview. I just want to know how you are, how you're doing, how's everything. I was like, yeah, I'm good. It's fine. I'm okay. He was like, right, okay, let's get into the interview. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I didn't lose any eye contact at all. I stared at this man's pupils until mine went diluted.
Jesus.
Like you don't blink at him for like the entire interview. It's like an hour long, and he's like, you alright?" And you're just like,
I dropped.
Could you imagine? No, obviously I blinked and stuff like that.
yeah.
But what you call it? I asked to see my SQA levels, right? Which, fair enough, I do have decent ones. It's all B's and C's.
Mhm.
I looked at him and was like, yep, here they are. Take them all out. They're all soaking wet, by the way, because of the rain. Cause I dropped it in the slush, like the slush stuff on the floor, like because it was like raining.
Oh
and snow.
yeah.
So I sat there putting the radiator. I know I probably should have said that at the start, but
I mean,
Yeah.
it's okay.
done that. Pardon me. He looked at it. He was like, "Aye, that's good. B in design manufacturing, B in graphics. Aye, that's not bad. That's not bad, son." Sits down. He's like, "So you're a rugby player?" I'm like, "Aye, used to be." I was like, "Oh, that's nice. What team do you play for?" And I'm like, "Jumperley, Waysiders." I was like, "Oh, aye, my son goes there." I was like, "Oh, okay, hi." I was like, "Okay, nice." And he's asking, to see after the test, you had to write down an information sheet and like what you want to do when you're older. What's your plans in 5 years? And I'm like, oh, in 5 years' time, I'll be looking for a job or space in the army as an infantry soldier. And he's like, oh right, so you want to be a soldier? I was like, aye. And he's like, aye, not bad. And I was like, oh, thanks. So it's not a bad job to be in now. I was like, aye, I know. And he made a joke about the army or something. I just started laughing at it. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was, but it was kind of it was like a nervous laugh I had. I was like,
Because you're like, you don't want to make it like awkward.
yeah. And mind you, Rachel's still having an interview at this time. Like Rachel's still, she's like, there was 2 guys that took us. For Rachel's interview, I'm not really saying much because it's like kind of confidential, but it's not really.
I don't want to get caught by the college and then have this video removed. I don't want the first episode of the podcast to be one
to
where we
be
get caught.
copyright striked.
I mean, I don't think it falls under copyright. I just think it
Yeah,
falls
no.
under fair use, because, I mean, you can't really just share private details.
Yeah. Fair enough. Right, I'll know about saying it then, right?
I mean, you
Right,
could, like,
right.
allude to it if you want. You
Right,
can say,
well,
like,
let's just
something
say
kind of weird.
Rachel's still getting her interview done, while I'm still in as well at the same time. Mind you, she went first. But yeah. Aye. Done that. Seen my stuff. Had a wee chat. Keep in mind, the interview lasts half an hour to 2 hours, right? 5 minutes it took.
5
5
minutes.
Right?
Fuck.
You may think that's bad, but the expression and happiness on this guy's face was
Wait, when he was
phenomenal.
like, thank God
Wait,
this
you
only
look
took
happy?
5 minutes.
Oh, when he seen my stuff, he was like, "That's very, very good, son. Very good." Yeah, right. Even though it was COVID, right? He still patted me in the back. I was like,
No, I think it's because, like, I feel like he probably has to deal with, like, kids who, like, have no qualifications, who are, like, absolutely terrible in the school. So he needs to,
Probably,
like,
don't
try
you?
and find something. Now, he's so relieved that you actually have you have, like, really good level qualifications
yeah.
to get in.
Aye. It's like, aye, right. So that, it's like, okay, so the deal is you get an email a week before the course starts on the 25th of January. I was like, all right, okay. It seems a bit late, doesn't it? I was like, no, because we still do interviews after Christmas. I was like, huh? Excuse me.
There's more.
Interviews after Christmas? I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, just. Aye, so that's that. He was like, aye, so that's us done. You'll receive an email if you've been accepted a week before the course starts, or sooner. I'm like, alright, okay, well, yada yada yada, and then walk out. Rachel's just about to phone her mum because she's been standing there for 2 minutes. I was like, right, did I? And then I walk out, and then we go with the car. We end up getting a KFC after, actually.
Oh, nice.
Not
As
bad,
a like
people.
as like a little like celebration, like
Was
to the inevitability of us getting in,
to
because
the
I'm sure you guys will get in.
Aye, I mean, I think I smashed it.
I
Rachel, Rachel-
I don't doubt
Rachel-
it.
I hope Rachel smashes it, because
'Cause-
she loves cars as well.
Mm.
Yes.
And then you could probably end up like, wait, are there dorms in this like college?
Yeah, aye,
Nah.
but it's for foreign people. People.
Oh.
Who, like,
Right, okay, that makes sense. Like ones
Aye.
who are like who've like
I'm not-
emigrated,
yeah, migrated. Yeah.
migrated. I mean, emigrated is, I think it's still the same,
Yeah, same
because it's
stuff.
like it's
They're all
legal.
the
It's
same
legal
anyway,
moving. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
but, aye, yeah, so aye, that's really it. To be honest with you.
Nice. Well, I'm glad it went off without a hitch. The guy seemed really nice, and the fact that it only took what 5 minutes, it's pretty crazy.
Aye, it's fucking mad. It felt like hours, but it was like only 5 minutes. Like, oh.
Hmm.
I
feel it's
probably
like-
clocked it at like 2 hours because of the average of like, like late people, people who aren't that good at talking.
Then there's like
People who
people who will
probably
just
can't
disrespect
talk.
them.
Yeah.
People who will be like, I don't have to prove nothing to you, mate. Fuck you. And then it's like,
you are asking all these questions to me, eh?
why are you asking me all these questions? I can't even read.
Just believe the paper, man.
Just believe the paper that I've only got National 2 qualifications, even though I've been in the school for 6 years.
Come on, this is straight for the behaviour house. This is.
Listen, man, I'm mad good at art. I remember I tagged a willy on the school wall once. I got suspended for 2 weeks because of it.
Oh god.
I failed art school and.
Oh no, we're not doing that, Aaron.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Hope to God it wasn't Austrian.
I'm sorry. We really talk about you know how during World War II in Germany's side.
Oh Christ.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
wait,
go-
okay. This is
Yeah,
is
the
all
leader of
over the
Germany.
place right now.
You know how Germany had leader at the time.
Uh-huh.
Am I allowed to say his name?
No.
I mean, you could say the big H.
Right. You know how the big H. Let's just get released, right? The big H was elected. A guy. Right. So
He was elected. That's
Right,
true.
I know. Yeah. I know. I'll round this all up. There's a place in Namibia. Namibia, down in like, I believe it's Africa, right?
Mhm.
It's a former German colony, right? And this guy has ran up for election, well, in this place, and his name is also the Big H, right?
Oh my god.
And he
Oh.
won, and it's all over Daily Mail.
Jesus
Politician
Christ.
named the Big H wins election in Nambia.
Can you
Namibia,
imagine,
sorry.
like, he was also a nationalist? That'd be crazy.
Oh my god.
That would throw the entire country into disarray. It's an African country, isn't it?
Yeah. I believe so. I believe so.
Real
I know it is.
Right, okay.
politician named Big H wins election in Namibia.
Oh my god. Right, okay. I think we can move past this now. I think oh my god. But before long, we're gonna see like another. We're gonna. Oh, did you see that article a few years back where it was like Benito Mussolini's like grandson was trying to run as like president or whatever the hell it is in Italy? Like,
What, is he like gonna be not allowed to do that at all? Or is
I think he has. I think he was allowed to. I mean, it's not as if he is Benito Mussolini. Maybe I doubt they share the same ideologies. If they do, then that's bad. That'll be bad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's talk about like that goddamn
God.
that fucking Big Mouth show getting a 4th season.
Oh.
Getting-
When you guys talking about, I need to go do the toilets.
Right, okay. You should have done this before the podcast started. I told you, I gave you fair warning like an hour ago, Ewan.
I'm sorry.
37 minutes in and you go take a pee. God damn it.
Yeah.
Right, okay, be quick.
Hey, I'm out the way. I'll be like a.
Speedrun piss percent. World record. Right, anyway. Okay. Now this is the Clobcast featuring Ryan, not Ewan, and Aaron. So Aaron, let's talk about the show that we both utterly despise, Big Mouth
hate it.
getting its 4th season.
It has to burn.
I think, right, they should have stopped that show after like the 2nd season, because what the fuck else can you really talk about? I get it. It's like I get it. It's like a well written portrayal of kids' lives, but I don't think it was a good call. I mean, like, I get it. It's like puberty and shit, but then like you do the thing where the mirror scene from the 1st season with that girl's name. I'm not gonna explicitly say what happens. That was pretty bad, and then just all the rest of it. Like, who's watching the show?
Fam, it wasn't even that. It was in the first episode where he just
Oh, he
friend.
just shows his,
and then shoves him into an existential crisis. What the fuck is that about?
and it's like when he
I
sees
don't know anything about this
when he
subject,
sees
so I've
that
never
guy's dingaling, and then he questions if he's gay or not.
What the
And then his dad's like, you can lightly touch a penis or even lightly kiss it, and you will not be considered a homosexual. It's just so.
It's so bad.
I know, and the fact that it like premiered like 3 years ago now, and it's still getting another season. I kind of want to watch it just so we can talk about it in the next episode of the podcast.
I don't.
Oh, God, I'll.
Okay, Aaron, how about, right? We'll watch it together, like both together, and we'll
Review it.
we'll speak our views about it while Ewan questions why we're even talking about it in the first place.
I don't even know much about it, if I'm being honest with you.
You're
terrible.
very lucky. It is quite
Yeah.
horrific.
You're very fortunate to, not see it. Especially with the quality stuff that Netflix has been putting out. Like, I'm pretty sure that in like
Did you-
the
they
previous
put-
couple of months
they
they've
put-
added
Spider Verse onto it.
Spider Verse,
So good.
Mortal Engines, and The Journey. Oh god, no, I couldn't find that movie. Like, I literally the first time I watched that was over when I was at like I think it was like it was not
Granddad.
like my airdrie grandpapa's. It was the like other one.
Alright.
But basically, I went over and I watched it because like every time I would go over to their house, they would have like either like the news, football, horses, or Discovery Channel on. And on the Discovery Channel, it was
God.
really weird and it was like
God.
really
Oh,
it was
God.
very
Oh,
unique.
God.
It was the Journey.
Oh.
And then they premiered like the Journey 2 after, and I just loved it.
You know the
It was-
History Channel?
But then I genuinely like the History Channel. But then like, it just the movie never appeared again. And I lost it forever. Then it came up on Netflix, and I'm like, yeah, baby, this is the one I've been waiting for.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
Oh god.
God. Oh, we need to talk. Alright, okay. I absolutely love the thing that Critical's doing with Belle Delphine. Like the whole competition with the toys.
Oh, great.
And he got two of those massive.
Are we allowed to talk about Belle Delphine?
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, what?
Probably, maybe.
Do you know what's happening on Christmas?
No.
What?
What's happening on Christmas?
Belle Delphine is releasing her first porno on Christmas.
Oh, you
Aw.
cut out a little bit there for me, and I thought
I'm
I'd be able to censor it out. Oh, her first explicit movie. That's insane.
I'm not watching it.
Hardcore.
I'm not going to watch it.
What?
I don't care. I don't care enough to watch it. It's kind of weird. See-
She's gonna be like the first.
Don't
She's gonna.
keep
She's
it
gonna be the first in the meme community, if you know what I mean.
to do something like that.
Do you know who Project Melody is? You probably won't know. Oh
Yeah,
wait, no.
Okay.
Remember that armor video that I showed you? And it's like at the very start, there's a bitch who goes, "I'm with the science team."
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's Project Melody.
No, I'm with the science team.
No,
We
I'm
don't-
with the science
we don't
team.
hear about like all the like controversy, but controversy because basically, basically, women who showed them titties online got really angry at this anime bitch because she doesn't show her face, and she's basically showing them anime titties and making a lot of money.
Oh,
A lot of money. Like, you know that certain website where it's like live titties,
You love-
know?
You love.
I wonder if there's an actual like domain name called Live Titty.
no. Project Melody became like #1 like on her fucking debut. It was ridiculous. And Twitter was on
Fire.
fire. Again.
Before we continue of talking about Latatas, right, we should probably all say we are all of age in the UK.
Yes, we are
So
now
we are
of
allowed-
age.
We are allowed to say this stuff. Flex on them.
We are
Fine.
definitely we are old enough to do pretty much everything, but
Except alcohol.
we are not allowed to drink at our stag do or drive to our wedding. We can get married, but we can't do
Yeah.
either of them. Oh, I just saw someone on Twitter regarding that Big Mouth thing. Where, where it's, hey Big Mouth fans, choose your fit, and it's 2 prison outfits.
I don't actually have a Twitter. Wow.
Same.
I have a Twitter. I had a Twitter just to talk about stuff on Twitter, but then I realised how much of a cesspit it is. Oh, it's
so bad.
it's
Like,
bad.
It's like I have a Reddit account to post War Thunder shit.
I have a
and
Reddit
the
account.
War Thunder subreddit, and I'm prominently on it. But Ryan is on Twitter.
I have a Reddit account to talk about golf wang and Tyler the Creator most of the time.
I'm not surprised.
Because I was trying to get a legit check on this T-shirt that I wanted to get on Depop, but then the guy sold it and I got really sad.
Oh, that's kind of whack.
It's okay though, live and let learn. No, but the absolute cesspit that is Twitter. Like, I saw an Animal Crossing post, right? It was just a character wearing like hair buns on like both sides of the like hair, right? And in the replies, so many of these like you know, like the Twitter white girl who like posts K-pop and like Kanye West tweets and says like, "Oh, you've been ratioed, haha, sis," and they were like in their replies getting offended for other people, even though it has nothing to do with them, and it's like, it's a haircut in Animal Crossing. Why are you getting so upset?
Wait, is that the dreadlocks?
No, it wasn't the dreadlocks. It was the buns. Remember, I showed. We were talking about it in the Discord.
Yeah, it was like dreadlock. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So like, I was just scrolling through, and I was just wondering, like, I get a right to be offended if it's something that is actually offensive. But I don't know. I don't want to like anger anyone.
Wait, I literally just went on Twitter just for the folk of it, and literally the top trending thing is Elaine.
Wait, there's something trending in the UK called chippy tits.
Wait, no.
What the fuck?
Basically, I went on it and Elaine is trending, and it's not even specific on what it is, and I scroll down and I literally see one of like the Korean webtoons that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is going on? Why is Twitter so unpredictable?
I think it's both, to be honest. I don't think there is anything I haven't seen on Twitter in the 7 months that I've been on the platform. Like, some of the pages are pretty funny, but then there are some, like, oh, you're not like, oh, just like, it's a cesspit, but goddamn, it is not. Is it not? It is definitely something so enjoyable just to spectate and not get involved in. Like, just seeing the amount of people getting mad over nothing.
Wait, who's that YouTuber who does like commentaries on like arguments on, it's like Twitter, it's like, oh, it's the Twitter versus series. Who does that?
Is it Bull Blacks?
It is.
Oh my god,
Oh.
I watched Bull Black's videos on Bunty King a few months back. They are hilarious. They are so funny because Bunty King, like, it was like going on a tangent a few months back on Twitter and like calling people cucks when he himself was a cuck. He called himself a cuck in the video.
What does cuck even mean?
It's basically like a cuckold. A cuckold is someone who like,
guy, fuck your girl.
yeah, and then you're okay with it.
Oh, right, okay. I see.
I feel like that's like kind of the worst way to be. That's really sad.
Have you heard about like all the offline TV conflict right now?
No.
It's like
Please tell me
Pokemon.
Michael Reeves and Lily Pichu are still okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, thank God.
That relationship is probably the best one that I've
That
ever
is
seen.
stronger than a soft right hook from Kimbo.
No, it's so good because you've literally got Lily who's just fucking like, I've been watching like they've literally made a new Minecraft series which is really fucking funny to watch, what everyone is like ignoring because there's another popular one with more popular people with a larger community.
And rampant
Basically,
fan base.
They're playing a modded version of Java. I don't know what it's called, but I want it. But
Is it
basically
RLcraft?
No, it's not that. It's basically in that, you know how Michael Reeves is like super fucking good at coding.
Oh, I remember you showed me a clip of it. where he like made a miner bot.
Yeah, yes, that. Basically, because he knows how to code, he essentially wrote a code that controls a bot that mines for him.
Wait, yeah, fuck yeah, you
It's
shut up. We clip it.
overpowered. And he literally just sets coordinates in it, and
Wait, was that not his like 10-hour stream they done?
he's literally making an army of them, and he wants them to like self-produce more of them, so that basically it goes out, it finds the resources, and then it makes another one.
Yeah.
And that one goes out, finds more. It's crazy how good he is at it.
I know. I love that video he made about the salad picker. Like, Michael Reeves is just absolutely incredible at what he does, and just like, even though his videos take so long to make, it's just such a great experience when you get to watch one.
It's so worth it. It's literally like one of probably one of the best videos is this fucking taser tag video with Offline TV. That shit was fucking funny. He was only there to tase people. Honest to God. He just wanted to see some people in pain that day. But
I want to watch the world burn.
Offline TV is like a great little community. They definitely aren't like the most ideal one, but some of the videos are really good.
Right, so what's all the drama going on about it then? Is it something to do with like Pokemon?
Basically, Fed got outed as a creep and he was basically kicked out, but then like Fed like went out and like seeked like proper therapy because I don't know what happened to him, but he went out, he got therapy. And he got really close to like, not really close, but he trusted a Discord member. Like, he trusted him enough to like, for his therapy, he wrote down like notes, and like the most prominent thing in those notes is about how Pokemon never really like just wanted him out. She genuinely wanted to like, she wanted
erase him.
Out. No, she just wanted to get more popularity by making him seem more bad person. And
Does she not already have enough clout already? She like gets like $10,000 like every 2 weeks.
That simp money, but basically, she wanted more out of. She got out of it. Fed basically went offline on everything. But basically, he for his therapy, he basically wrote down all the stuff that Pokemon lied to him about and lied to other members of OTV about. Basically, one of the primary dominant things in that was that, you know how there's someone in OTV called Yvonne? She wasn't really a content creator. She was morely there to deal with like environmental stuff, like storyboarding, like videos and stuff.
So
But
just
she
like
was
planning them out.
She was turning more and more into a content creator, and that basically Pokemon and Fed agreed that she was turning more into a content creator, and that they either had to get her help into going into a content creator or convince her that she isn't a content creator and she has to help do stuff around the house.
That's really scummy.
Basically, Fed, I think one of like the things in that was that like Fed just walked into her room and asked her to help storyboarding, and she was like, "No, I'm playing League." It's like kind of.
Oh wait, so was she like live streaming?
Yeah. She was turning more and more into a content, which means that she was getting stuff and getting more and more. She was getting popularity faster than everyone else expected.
I'm sorry to change the subject right now, right, but we can go back to it. Right, so you know how Markiplier was rushed to hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him home now. Thank God.
Thank God. Wait, what happened to him? I never got to watch the video.
He had severe chest pains. I think it was. He had severe chest pains, and he collapsed. I think, and then he got rushed to hospital.
Do you remember his when he had to like go back to the hospital in like 2015? I don't remember what it was. I think it was just like a mild liver problem he had.
Oh, mild, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like serious or anything. He just had to be in care for like a few days.
I know, because he posted on Twitter though.
Oh, right, okay. See, right, before we go back to the topic of OTV, can we just talk about Unisannus really quickly? Because that ended nearly a month ago now, and like the impact that had on me was insane. I watched the entire live stream, and like, see the moment they deleted the channel, there was like 10 seconds of them left, and you know what I'd done? After it ended, I watched a video before it got deleted. I watched the intro of the like channel before it got deleted, and it was just crazy to look at how different it was. And I think it was like, it was just that whole channel was such a good experiment, and it worked so well for them. Like,
the amount of work that they had to put into that too, because it wasn't just that they were doing. They were also doing like other stuff. Like
on their own channel.
one thing that I don't understand is that, see how like Markiplier was like rushed into hospital. Wasn't he on like Game Theory massive fundraiser, 3 times the amount of money that they expected? Fucking hell, man! Did you guys watch that?
I did not. What were like? How?
Basically, there was a massive fundraiser for like cancer, hosted by like the game theorist, and I think the target, it was like a 10-hour live stream with like one of the things that I did watch because I was really lazy. But basically, one of the things, it was like the YouTube smartest people versus like the smartest among us players. So it was like, I think it was like Toast and Dream and Pokemon and other people on versus like really smart people like Veritasium,
MatPat, obviously.
like Vsauce 3 and shit. Honestly,
Oh my god! Did you see the Did you see the you know, like the Vsauce song where it's like doom 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 doom, and it's like yeah, they released that on vinyl, and there was like only 500 of them. I think they're all sold out now. But like, that'll be a collector's piece.
That is a collector's piece. Imagine how much.
I imagine like the resale value in like 20 years being like flipping like
millions.
Millions for funny Vsauce man song.
Right. So.
Right, back to the topic of OTV.
OTV. Basically, it's not that much. It's basically now. Fed trusted someone a little bit too much on Discord to give him his therapy notes, and then those therapy notes
got leaked.
He leaked them because he thought that it was the right thing, but Fed didn't approve of that decision. But basically, he released those notes. Pokemon said that Fed has deliberately cut out these notes to make himself look better, but it turns out that Fed wasn't the one who leaked the notes. And that just proved Fed's point even more, that she is literally just wanting him gone.
Well, shootings just happened in New York.
Wait, really?
A shooting, yeah. NBC News just tweeted, actually 5 seconds ago, 3 US Marshals and a suspected gunman were wounded in a shooting early Friday in New York City. Law enforcement sources say... Oh, can I click on it? What? Yeah. Suspect killed, 2 US Marshals wounded in Bronx shootout. Sources say the suspected gunman in the Bronx shootout was shot dead, and 2 US Marshals sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Multiple law enforcement sources said a suspect in Massachusetts shooting was killed in a gunfire exchange with US Marshals early Friday in New York City, according to 3 law enforcement sources.
Jesus.
It happened approximately. That was 5:30 in the morning. It happened.
Wait, so that's Eastern time. Eastern time is, I think, what, 6 hours behind us? So that would have been at 11:30 that happened.
Jesus Christ.
I think Eastern time is 6 hours behind. Let me check. I'll do a quick check.
Suck, man.
Yeah, Eastern time is
5
5 hours. So it was 10:30.
Fucking hell, man.
That's
New
crazy.
York, it's a shithole, but
Sorry,
yeah.
I just it's just 'cause it popped up there. Sorry, I changed the subject. But
Oh no, that's fine.
I know.
That's quite crazy though. That's ridiculous.
I don't enjoy how people look at New York as if it's a holiday, like it's a vacation area.
I don't
It's
think
not
it
a
is.
See,
vacation
well,
area.
as a very good tourist attraction, yes.
Yes.
It's
They've
good
done
to
very
go there,
well with
but
that.
I don't think you'd go there on like if you wanted to go on like a nice exotic holiday, because I mean there's not really any beaches or
Yeah, it's very cold.
yeah, it's
It's a
like
very cold place.
it's like you're going to New
cold,
York to like
no.
experience like what it's like in that city. You're not gonna go there expecting like sun and like a beach and clear blue waters. You're going there to like get a feel of what it is like in New York. I feel like
It's just not a good place. It's a good place if you want to make a beginning of like your $1 billion industry, but if
yeah, if you want to like have a successful startup, just go to New York City.
if you want to have a good like family life, just go into like I would say central USA, but
Yeah.
not too far down.
Yeah, not into the south. Let's not talk about the south.
Unless you want to like get
Jesus
into like
Christ.
guns, because that's where like
I'd say like I'd say like
Yeah, again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm changing the subject again. Right, but
it's okay.
I've just strolled upon something on Twitter, and it's from like the Sun, like the newspaper, right?
Right, Ewan, before you
The
read
cat-
this, right, Ewan, before you read this, there is nothing wrong with changing the subject. This is the first episode. We
know.
have no idea what to talk about right now.
Right, but it's the caption is "Some people are too brave." It is a woman in Australia, right, with a wild huntsman spider, right, just crawling on her face. She no reaction. She's just sitting there recording it.
Oh, did you remember that article a few years back where they had like the 12-inch huntsman spider in Australia? It was insane.
Who
right.
sent it over?
Oh,
Right,
basically,
we'll read the article.
I
Leo.
have like no, I have relatives in Australia, and my parents told me, yeah, your Australian auntie found a huntsman spider in their Christmas tree. I was immediately like,
Oh.
what?
I would have no. I do not want to live in Australia, right? But
See,
I mean,
I'd live in New
That's
Zealand.
not that big of a huntsman spider. That's like probably like a baby one, but that's
Aye,
It's
that's
like-
still huge.
it's like Australia is a beautiful country and it has like a lot of really like a lot of diverse cultures in it. But holy fuck, I feel like they just like I feel like they have a little portal like to hell where some things just crawl out of like every now and then.
Outback, you know.
Yeah, I remember my dad.
Red,
my-
have you seen it on Google Earth?
My dad
Did you
went.
hear about did you hear about the what's it called? The Formula One driver?
No, what happened?
No, he got in a really bad accident
Oh.
during the
Oh
Grand Prix.
yeah, I saw
Oh,
that recently.
His hands are
basically-
wrecked.
No, like I think this is the one where basically he got rammed. Well, he didn't get rammed. Obviously, like racing sport accidents aren't intentional. But basically, he got rammed and his car like smashed into the barrier and it got cut in half. It flew over the barrier, got set on fire. Then he just crawled out and jumped over the barricade. It was insane.
Jesus
Ah,
Christ!
it's-
Sounds like sounds like
terrifying.
an action movie. So is the guy okay?
Yeah, he's actually recovering very well. He
I
was like,
know.
there was a video on Twitter there of him lifting weights with his burnt hands.
He
Oh
literally-
wait, so
he
his
literally
hands got
came
burnt
out
and
he
shit.
was like-
Oh,
He literally came out, got interviewed. He was like, "I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine."
fine. My hands are on fire, but that's okay.
I think it's like I think he had third-degree burns on his hands and wrists, and that's really
Oh Jesus! But I mean, that's still pretty bad. I don't think
bad. Obviously, yeah.
Considering how the crash looked, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's a
it was
miracle. No,
surprisingly fine.
just you describing that seems like it's quite a miracle that he's not
Exactly,
seriously
exactly.
injured.
Hmm.
I just wanna look this up to make sure that that's actually.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I just seen it there. Don't worry.
Right, so basically. Hold up. Holy. Oh my god, man. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, basically, someone went up the back of his tire and like he went over the car behind him. Oh my god.
And the car he went over, I think it turned. It turned and he
Yeah.
flipped over the barrier and it split in half.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
for the speed and force it meant.
Well.
No, wait, hold on. No, he basically like. Wait, there was someone sparking at the front, but then basically he turned right into someone, and then he literally like smacked into the side of him, and then he went right into the barrier, and then immediately exploded.
Oh my god.
Spontaneous
It's
explosion.
crazy. It's crazy how he's recovered from that. Okay,
Mm.
as well.
That is quite
Actually,
ridiculous. Oh
I-
my god.
if he went like unconscious there, he would have.
Oh, he would have died.
I'm surprised that like he didn't come out of any severe injuries,
Mm.
but it's always good. Less injuries, the better.
I think he did get a concussion, but I'm not sure.
I feel like a concussion's like
Aye,
probably the best case scenario when in that sort of
yeah,
situation.
I mean, obviously concussions aren't really nice either.
Yeah, concussions, like, I can assume they fucking suck. I know you have experience, Ewan.
Yeah, multiple. Some for the daftest reasons. running into a lamppost by accident, not even seeing it.
Do you do that stuff?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Like, no,
Right.
Ewan,
No.
didn't you like punch a train and
Yeah.
break your hand?
yeah, you punched the train.
I remember that. I remember we were in English and I saw him come in. I remember we were talking on the Discord though beforehand, and you were telling me like, oh, I like broke my hand. I was like, what the fuck happened? He went, oh, I tried to punch a train, and I just like,
Right.
I was just
so
thinking,
what actually happened, Ryan?
okay,
It was
whatever.
New Year's going into 2020. Woohoo! Oh, what
Yay.
was it?
Was it? I thought it was a
No,
like,
going into 2019. Going into 2019.
was it 2019?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Because Mr. Johnson's English.
But
Yeah,
we were in
yeah,
Mr. Johnson's English class in 4th year as well. It was after 3rd year. It was like in late 2019, early 2020, because
Right.
I took that photo
well,
with you and Emma.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So it was like 2020 New Year's, right? Let's just say I was totally not intoxicated. That's.
I mean, it's
totally
okay.
wasn't.
You. Oh wait.
Yeah, I totally wasn't intoxicated, right?
Oh.
And I was at the train station, and a train was coming. It was my train, obviously.
Mhm.
You know, waiting to go home. And my totally not intoxicated brain thought it was a good idea to put my hand out in front of the train, right, while it's moving, obviously. And it came, and then my brain thought, wait a minute, try and punch it. I'm like, okay. And then I just
Seems
full
legit.
on hook the front of the train while it's moving and shatter my knuckle. And
Oh.
I think I fractured my wrist and broke my arm from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't drink too much. Otherwise, you might end up trying to Hancock a train and just break your arm.
Guys, do you find it like? Do you like not like find it like the scariest part that see like my mother's side of the family, including me, has like literally not ever broken a bone.
I don't find that scary. I just
I
find
bet,
that like
no,
you're
I
quite
think
you're quite careful.
Yeah,
It's-
that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but it's scary. Like,
I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll be the
I've had, like,
first.
the most. I was like the first like major like serious ER like capable injury in the fucking bloodline.
Mm.
Honest to God, it's fucking it's scary how careful my. It's also kind of like it's scary because
To be honest,
they probably never like who was it?
it should be reassuring for you.
It's
Yeah.
reassuring because I know that they're careful, but it's also unreassuring that they've never faced that kind of risk before.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
nah,
panic when it
but-
happens.
My entire family has experienced some level of injury. I mean, when my
Yeah.
dad was 10 or 11 years old, he fell through a roof of a house and nearly drowned to death in his own blood.
I mean,
So
my,
yeah.
my dad has had his fair share of accidents. I mean,
No, my dad has as well. He got bit by a dog, and the tooth of this dog went through his hand, and he had it bandaged up, right? And he like unraveled the bandages, and apparently it was like knocked back by like a horrific smell, and it was like pus everywhere, and I was like gonna be sick. He had a risk of losing his hand, so I thought that was pretty insane.
My dad had a pretty experience with a dog, because dad's a postie. Woohoo! Yeah.
Mhm.
He didn't realise this guy had a King Corso.
Oh.
And you guys know what a King Corso is, don't you?
yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So he didn't realise the guy had the King Corso. Stuck his hand in the letterbox to put the stuff through. Didn't realise it was at the door, and it mauled his hand. He's got a big scar from like where the wrist starts all the way up to his pointer finger from just teeth marks and scratches.
Oh.
Do you want to hear something like kinda funny, kinda not funny?
Uh-huh.
Basically, Uncle Derek, the one who wants me to work with him in the future, he, when he was young, like young as in like still, in the house with my dad. Basically, like teenager young when my dad still done boxing. Like he lived, I think he was on a bunk bed with my dad, and he was like falling over the bed, and then he landed, like his head landed on the dog, and the dog just started mauling his head.
Oh.
He just started mauling his head, and like because he's like completely bald.
Oh
He
god!
literally- I was standing over him one time, and I saw the scars, and it looks like he'd been attacked by some kind of rabid cat. And,
Wait,
oh
1
my
minute.
God.
Steve
Thinking
just
about
sent me.
it, My dad's side of the family is crazy. Basically, I think it was like a couple of months ago, my gran, I think, fell down the stairs, broke her leg, and then that's also lines up with like my dad, because he has epilepsy. He was, I think, because he was also a bouncer. He fell off stage, tripped over a mic cord, fell off the stage, and broke one of his legs.
Oh my god.
On the subject is breaking legs.
We're not gonna talk about Cole.
Yeah.
We're not talking about him on this podcast.
Okay.
No, how bad is Cole's leg? Though?
He has a thigh cast. That's bad. That's
really
incredibly bad. That he broke his ankle and part of his I think it's part of his shin as well.
Oh no, wasn't it like just above his like ankle that he broke?
Oh, I thought he broke his ankle as well. No.
I'd probably, yeah. But like
Yeah.
oh my god, right, okay, I think the only really serious thing that's happened to my like foot or leg was when I was on my scooter one time. I tried to tail whip and I chipped my ankle. Like I chipped a bit off my ankle, and I had to wear a foot cast for like 2 weeks, and then I had to wear like a soft kind of like sandal thing with like a sock over it to keep it like steady. And then like 2 years after that, a 20-kilo pack of tiles fell onto my foot, and it slashed my toe open so far, like so deep that you could see like the bone, but like the bone wasn't broken. And now I've got like a scar all the way across my left toe.
Let me tell you about the time that I got bit by a dog. I never really went into like deep details about it. Basically, I was really young. I was probably about 11. Basically, you know the shops that are just down from my house?
Yeah.
There was like another like girl who used to another girl that used to hang about with, because this neighborhood is fucking empty. It's obviously not empty now because like there's like a whole group of fucking children down the street now. But basically that shop, she was the only one there. Basically there was a dog that was chained up to like the railings, and I decided, fuck you, I'm just gonna provoke this dog and just scoot by it a couple of times, and just one day just lashes out about it and just takes a big fucking munch at my right calf. I'm just like,
Oh.
Wait, yeah,
okay.
that's a
It
scar.
wasn't-
Yeah, I've seen that.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like a hold. It was just like a munch. It was like it was like a bite, and then I let
It
go.
was like a warning bite.
Yeah, I literally just like I go back to her and I'm like, okay, wasn't that bad. And I pull up my fucking trousers. My whole leg is just red, and I'm like,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, wait, have I ever told you about how I split my head for the first time?
Right, okay, I will also
Usually
tell
hold
you about my dog. I used to own a Jack Russell Yorkie mix, and like, I pissed this dog off so much. I was like 7 or 8 years old when we had it, so like, I didn't really know anything to do with dogs, so I just pissed it off so much to the point where it became so increasingly violent that it had to get sent away to like some other place, and it got so bad that it bit my back and like took a piece out of my back when I was like 7 years old. But like, I didn't really feel it, and I didn't really get plastered either. I think I was just fine afterwards.
hold on. See, like when I like back to that story. Basically, when I pulled up and I noticed that my whole leg was red, I just got back on my bike and just rode up to my house. Which I'm really confused to how I done that to this day. Like, yeah, I've gotten bit by a dog, a massive dog. Like, this dog was. Let's just say that it was taller than me. Like, if it stood up on its hind legs, maybe even double the height of me. It was ridiculously big.
Like you at
It
this
was
moment.
bigger than
Like
fucking
you right now
Chris's dog.
being 6'2".
What,
No,
really?
I was like 11.
Oh, when you
Basically,
were
it was
11.
Huge and it was covered in hair, but basically I just ride back up to my house and I just walk in the living room, I pull up my shorts and I'm like, cool.
Cool.
Cool. I just get grab his car and go over to the hospital. It was not. I still remember that side to this day. My leg was just covered in blood.
God.
Because it was 2 wounds. I still had like flesh that was like ripped out of my leg, and it's still like feeling the skin. It still feels like it's like new skin, despite that skin probably being.
It's probably been replaced like 100,000 times by now.
Yeah, basically, then just drive around. Cool. That's probably like the worst thing that's happened. Lining.
I think.
No.
What should we talk
Ever?
about for our last segment?
Last segment.
Yeah.
June.
We've been recording for 77 minutes now.
So wait, what? End? Why end?
Let's talk. Right, okay. I want to talk about my
Text,
tangent.
yeah.
I want to talk about my tangent on fucking Amazon and their pricing constantly
Yeah.
changing.
Tell
So,
me what's going on?
You know that I'm getting my power supply. I'm buying it myself, right? So once I sell this stuff, I'll have enough for it, hopefully. But the thing with Amazon is they don't have stock, and the places where they do have stock, it costs £160. I won't have that money, but like it was £99.95 like 12 hours ago. Now it's £160. They don't have it in stock, so they need to go to another store to get some. And then I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck's the point in that then? And I don't understand how inconsistent they are. Like, at the very least, try and find me some cheaper website. Like, try and find me a cheaper listing. You have it cheaper on your own website. But I don't know. I don't know if I should downgrade to a 650 watt or stay at 750.
Big boy Bezos has his priorities.
I know. But if I go to I'm gonna go to Amazon right now and look at it, right? I could get a 650 watt power supply for £116. So slightly cheaper. Wait, there's new ones here. There's new ones here for £88.
Did you just call like a 50 £50 difference a slightness?
Guys, I have conclusion. Sorry, this is like during the podcast, but you know how my birthday's coming up this Friday? So 100% will be getting over 100 quid on pints because it's my 16th, right? Should I get a new desk?
A new desk?
I mean,
my desk, I don't think it's even 2 foot. I mean,
is it tiny?
See my forearms? It's my two of my forearms long.
Oh, you definitely need a longer desk then. I have, I think, a 5 foot desk.
There is an L-shaped desk, right, for 83 quid.
That's not bad. That is actually not that bad.
That's a good price.
I'm thinking about getting a new desk as well.
But
I'm thinking about getting a more
you guys
open
have seen the state of
desk.
my chair, haven't you? You guys have seen the state of my chair.
Your chair.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just ripped apart and like
I know.
fucking.
Destroyed.
I probably need to get a chair.
Well,
Yeah, gaming chair.
yeah.
Because gaming chairs are a lot of money and they're just impractical. But I find mine like really comfy because I
Right.
tend to move up. Like I know it's like not surprising, but I move around a lot when I'm playing shit like Rocket League and that.
Uh-huh.
Honest to God, just get a chair that isn't made out of fucking plastic. Just get one that's comfy enough to sit in.
Yeah, right.
There's
So
this one that I've literally just found for 86 quid, right? And it looks like it's just all cushion.
If it's comfy, it works.
Ewan,
It looks comfy.
if you want a chair, my dad got me in a rosy chair for my Christmas last year, and
I know
oh my
that's-
god, it's so comfy. You can find them on Curry's, because that's where we got it from. But I'm thinking about getting a more open desk, because like I don't really use the shelves, so I'm thinking just get a more open desk so I can put my PC there. You know what I mean?
See, right now I've got my PC like on the bottom bit. It's like not on top next to my monitor. It's like underneath my monitor. You know?
But I was also considering removing some of the shelves on the right hand side of my desk and just putting my PC there, because I think it is wide enough to support it, and I feel like that would be a bit easier.
My desk is really good, except it has its flaws. Main flaw being that you know how like at like my keyboard level where like the cup holders are and stuff. There's like this little like slot underneath the monitors that just has absolutely no purpose other than to slide the keyboard in. And literally, see when getting like when getting my first monitor, it like I genuinely think it wouldn't fit because it's so like raised up, but it's like it also has this metal beam that if it wasn't there, you'll be able to fit a laptop under it. But because this metal like bar is there, you can't fit anything under it apart from a keyboard that still scrapes the bar when I put it under. It's a good desk. It's definitely good for holding two monitors.
Do you
I
think?
genuinely thought it was bigger though.
Do you think a desk? It's like an open desk that has no shelves. Do you think that's good for £60? It's 12,000. It's 120 centimeters across. So that's what, 4 feet. That's not bad.
I'm on IKEA looking for Aaron's desk so I can
Yes. No, you.
So
I mean,
what have we talked about? So what have we talked about in this podcast?
everything.
We talked first about COVID and our experiences. We talked about Ewan's application to college. We talked about
Excellent,
Twitter
just
for a while. We talked about the big H being elected as a president of an African country.
Yeah.
We talked about desks. We talked about gaming. Talked about Amazon's terrible pricing. And I think this is a good send-off for the first episode of the Clobcast. Episode 0, Growing Pains, the pilot. The one, the only.
Yeah.
Not the only, just the first episode.
Just us.
This is the debut, ya mong.
The debut, the premiere,
The premiere.
numero 0,
Numero 0.
nombre 0,
Oh, just
au revoir. But yeah, I think this is a good good way to end it. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
let's say so long.
So maybe let's say grace.
Let's say grace. Thank you, God, for providing me with hands to make a podcast and a brain to talk into a microphone. And thank you.
Or
Bless the Father. Anyway, this is the Clobcast first episode, and bye, I guess.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for.
See you next week.
See you next Friday or Saturday. When should I upload? Right, okay. This is Growing Pains. We'll upload it tonight. Right.
Yes.
Bye.